And joining us now with more on Hamas and the release of the video is founder and director of Palestinian Media Watch, Itamar Marcus. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
So first of all, it still hasn't been confirmed that the man in the video is in fact Mengistu. I mean, could it be a fake?
Well, the family and the army all think that it's him. So we're assuming that it's really him. But the big question is, when was the video taken? The video could have been taken a few years ago. There's no reason to assume that they would have let him die. The Palestinian Hamas knows that a live prisoner is valuable for them, much more valuable than a dead prisoner. So I would assume that they would make sure over these years that they've kept him alive.
Now, he's been held captive since 2014. Hamas has had plenty of opportunities to release footage of him. So why now? You know, they tied it into the IDF Chief of Staff ceremony, but what's really behind the release at this time?
I think Hamas has been hoping over the years that Israel would agree to another prisoner exchange. And they figured that they wouldn't have to even show that he's alive. In the past, when they were given signs of life, when they've shown Israel signs of life of prisoners, they actually received something in exchange for it. Israel would release some prisoners. Once we released female prisoners in exchange for a video showing that captives were alive. So they were hoping to get something for it. They're doing it now, probably for internal political reasons, probably to remind the Palestinian population that they exist. And they're using the switching of chiefs of staff as the opportunity. I might add that the reason why, one of the reasons why Israel has not been quick to do another prisoner exchange is that there is no greater motivator for terror for Palestinians than prisoner exchanges. We've reported on this in the past, that the Palestinian Authority essentially tells their people, look, don't worry about getting arrested. There'll be a prisoner exchange. We'll kidnap another Israeli soldier and we'll get you out. And we've heard this from top Palestinian officials, people like Jibril Rajoub, who said this explicitly on TV, that he supported Hamas when they did their kidnappings. And I'll even point out that just a week, 10 days ago, Israel released Karim Yunus, a Palestinian prisoner, an Israeli Arab prisoner who'd been in jail for 40 years for murdering an Israeli. And the day he was released, he expressed disappointment that there weren't prisoner exchanges. He said on Palestinian television, in the past we had prisoner exchanges and a prisoner would only be in jail for a few years. Why don't we have more prisoner exchanges? Essentially was his message. He was essentially calling to kidnap Israelis.
But
if we were to release...
You know, it's ironic, isn't it? Because now Israel has the most right-wing government in history. So to release this video now with the government that is very unlikely to engage in prisoner exchanges.
It could be that's why they're doing it, because they're desperate. Look, the Israeli government knew that releasing Gilad Shalit, was Prime Minister Netanyahu at the time, they knew that that would lead to more deaths. And in fact, there have been, I don't remember exact number now, but there have been people who were killed directly by those prisoners who were released. And I will add, there have been probably dozens, if not hundreds, of people killed indirectly because of the loss of deterrence. Why did the government release Gilad Shalit, even though they knew it was dangerous to Israelis? And the answer is public pressure. The answer is the mass movement, the demonstrations. The government did what they knew it was wrong because of public opinion. That's what Hamas is trying to trigger here. They're trying to trigger public opinion so the government does something that the government knows is wrong.
Now, we have had relative quiet from Gaza, from Hamas, since the last 11-day conflict, which saw over 1,000 rockets fired into Israel. I mean, is this due to Israeli deterrence, or is Hamas simply recuperating, getting ready for the next round of hostilities?
It's both of those. Israel, under the previous government, had immediate responses, immediate bombings, no matter what they did. Even if the bombs that left the Gaza Strip, even if the missiles that left the Gaza Strip landed in open areas or landed in the sea, Israel always responded and always made something painful for them. So Israel brought back the deterrence, and I think that was very important. in addition, they want to keep building up so that when the time comes and they're ready for, when they need, for political reason, another attack on Israel for a few days, they will be ready.
All right, Itamar Marcus, thank you so much for your time speaking with us today.
Thank you.